It's funny, I'm starting to put all the pieces together. We got our Nazi shit going. You know, I was up late last night. Somebody, you know, sometimes you just get one of those aha moments. You know, they don't come along very often, but all of a sudden things just start to make sense. And after I attended this thing in Union Square for the global march on chemtrails, and 5 people showed up in New York City. Give me a frickin' break. I knew something stunk, and so I started asking people. We eventually got more. We had about 10 people eventually showed up, but I asked everybody who did show up, do you have a TV? And 9 out of 10 of us did not have a TV, did not own a TV. One of us had a TV, and she hardly used it. And so I just started looking at it. That frickin' makes sense. There's something. These fuckers are beaming mind control shit through our TVs. I have absolutely no doubt about it. I haven't owned one in like 10 years, and my Wi-Fi went out a few months ago, and so I had to go sit in this cafe and do some work on my computer. And they had a TV, and I was stuck there, you know, watching it. And I was sitting there for like 2 hours watching this stupid thing, and you know, doing my work. And I walked out of there, and I felt like somebody hit me with a frickin' fucking club. I felt dazed and confused and disoriented. And what the fuck? What the fuck hit me? I couldn't figure out what it was. And finally dawned on me, it was a fucking TV. Their TV, they are beaming shit through these fucking TVs. I have absolutely no doubt about it. And then when I start to put all the pieces together, Colin Powell sitting on the board of AOL, making $14.5 million a year to sit on the fucking criminal board of AOL, and then I'm doing some canvas work here in New York, and I just had somebody, one of the people that I knocked on their door, telling about our candidate, and she started telling me, well, you know, tell him we do not like Time Warner. We have only one choice here in New York City, and that's Time Warner. And then the light came on again. I've known this, but you know, it's a matter of putting all these pieces together. These fuckers have put a monopoly on on what these people who they can have for their cable, and this shit is coming through the cable. This fucking Time Warner, that's one of the reasons they went digital, and everything's going through this one fucking Illuminati fucking organization, Time Warner Cable. The fucking Illuminati fucking capital crime company of the world, maybe. It's funny because as soon as I posted that thing about Colin Powell, I went on my website, my Facebook, and I posted about Time Warner. I started seeing fucking Time Warner trucks show up all over where I work. Their big fucking eyeball. But I have absolutely no doubt these motherfuckers are in cahoots. They're in fucking criminal. You talk about conspiracy. There ain't no fucking word for this fucking shit that they're doing. It was mind control. I'm out and the fucking sky is all fucking overcast and just a hazy, polluted shit. You can feel the chemicals in the air. I can feel I'm being fucking implanted. I can taste the shit. This is your fucking country, my friends, and you better fucking wake up. That's all I gotta say. You're being fucking mind controlled. You're being fucking controlled on the TV. And I sat up late last night watching the movie They Live. I finally found it. It was on YouTube, and they took it off of YouTube. And somebody sent it to me on Vimeo. They had it on Vimeo still, and it just, you know, sometimes you got to watch things over and over, and every time you watch it, it makes more and more sense. And one of the things they say is the people had to disconnect the signal before they could see these motherfuckers. This is what's going on, and that explains why the only people that did show up for the protest didn't have a fucking TV. So there's shit going on, man. I tell you, man, there is fucking shit going on. And that Time Warner motherfucking company is fucking corrupt. It's fucking from the gates of hell, the pit of hell. So you know, these are just things that I'm putting together here, bit by bit. These fuckers, they're not only mind controlling you through the fucking air, the air we breathe, the chemtrail nano shit, they're mind controlling you through the TVs and the frequencies they're sending through your fucking TV. And in the TV, and then they said, one of the things I mentioned in the movie, I said, even when the TV set is off, it's broadcasting frequencies. I mean, how fucking devious is that? Even when the damn thing's off, it's broadcasting frequencies. So, I mean, these fuckers have got it down to a fucking science. And fucking people like Colin Powell and his son Michael Powell, who fucking destroyed, who was put in charge of the FCC. Talk about the head of Frequency Land. That motherfucker probably allowed these fuckers to do anything they want to us. With this broadband digital shit now, they can bring this shit right into our homes. Fuck. They can torture you through Wi-Fi and your electricity in your home. Unfucking believable. People better wake up. Watch the movie They Live. It is very real. This is your country. Your red, white, and blue country. Except the stars stand for Satan. Better wake up.